Yo, today in the mix, episode 31. I got my man, Comic Book Drip Doggy. Stick around. Let's go. Yo, that intro still goes hard. It still goes hard, yo. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Your boy DJ Linx back in the building, back in effect, and back in the mix. Woo! I hope everybody's doing good today on this Friday evening. I am here. I am a few drinks in. I am not gonna lie. I'm excited. Special guest today, Comic Book Drip Doggy. Before we bring him in, I just want to pay some bills. You know what I mean, like we always do. And say what's up to Jose Gonzalez, the channel sponsor, Spidey's Powdered Tumblers for all your custom-made, powder-coated stainless steel tumbler needs. 2 weeks in a row, or 2 shows in a row, because we didn't have a show last week. I got through that in just one take. One take Linx. That's my new name, One Take Linx. Of course, I want to give a big shout out to all the channel members of the Linx squad. This is your opportunity. Press pause right here and read all these names if you're watching the rewind. Big shout out to all the channel members. That's slide 1 and then slide 2. Big shout out to our last couple of members that joined: Average Will, Jack B, and Darwin Romero. Average B is also a YouTube. Average B. I mixed up Average Will and Jack B. There you go. See, I'm a couple of drinks in. Average Will is also an amazing content creator. Make sure you give him a sub as well. And then, you know what I mean? The channel membership is live. Here are your perks: the welcome package, badges, emojis, early access to vids, behind the scenes, members only live streams, and that monthly links box. And specifically for the month of January, I got this right here. We will be giving away this Secret Wars. Sorry about the glare right there, but whatever. We will be giving away this Secret Wars number 8. Secret Wars 8 as part of the January links box. I'm excited. Let me just go to the chat real quick before we bring in the guests, because I don't want to bring him in and then be like, let me go to the chat, and then he sits there, whatever. Chop, what's going on? Legion of Comics, what is going on? Mark, how you doing? Nick, how are you doing, my guy? Mrs. Linx, what is up, boo? How you doing? How you doing? Remy Q Studios, what is going on? Thank you for being here, my guy. Jack B, one of the latest Link Squad members. Thank you for being here, sir. Dale, Link Squad, thank you for being here. Ignacio, my dude, all the way from Argentina, thank you for being here. Mad Spidey, thank you for being here from Australia. We international, baby. Cup of Comics, Will, what is going on? Thank you for being here. It's funny, I met Will. It took for us to go, both of us to go to Chicago, and we're from New York, for us to meet in person, which is hilarious. Caleb, what is going on, man? Link Squad, that is right. Man from Beantown, Mystery Box God, what is going on? Thank you for being here. And then, ladies and gentlemen, my bad. I'm going to bring in my special guest. You know him from his YouTube videos. His YouTube videos, they have that swagger. And if you don't know what swagger means, look it up. They dripping with that New Yorkness, that Queensness. Yo, I am proud to bring on my man, Randy, a.k.a. the Comic Book Drip Doggy. What is going on, my brother?
What's happening? How you doing, brother?
Chilling, man. Thank you for coming on. I greatly appreciate you coming on. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan of your videos. I'm a big fan of the New Yorkness. I love it, man. I love it. And then real quick, before you even say anything, let's just make it official. Boom. Linx and Doggy in the building. Thank you for being here, my brother. How you doing?
I'm fine, man. I'm doing great, man. Just happy to be here, man. And it's a pleasure to be here with you, man. It's an honor. Thank you so much, my brother.
Nah. Thank you. And first question, I'm gonna dive right in. And this is like we spoke back. Yo, first of all, backstage we spoke, and I was just happy about it. Comic Book Drip Doggy. Explain the name.
All right, Comic Book Drip Doggy, man. Well, first of all, I'm a collector. I collect comic books. I collect a vast amount of things. I'm just a collector of nostalgia, anything that reminds me of my childhood. But nonetheless, Comic Book Drip Doggy is just, it's a mood. It's an expression. It's just me being me being different, me coloring outside of the lines. You know what I'm saying? Like you see everything so black and white, so you know, you have to be this, you have to do this, you have to do it this way in order to be successful. And I just, you know, I saw that as something abstract to me. That was just something different, and I went with it.
Yeah, nah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Now, I know you from our very first interaction, which I just remembered. You went
Yeah.
by the moniker Funko Fix Doggy at one
Yeah.
point.
Oh, in the mix, fucking fix dog. I even forgot how that shit went, man. Excuse my language, man. Yeah.
No, you can curse. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Nah, I used to be in the mix with Funko Fix Doggy. That's when I was a heavy Funko collector. I was deep into the Funko game, and I had to switch that up a little bit. Know what I mean?
No, it's funny. That's how we actually met. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? On this channel, I'm all about transparency and authenticity and being honest.
Right.
That's how we met. Because you stepped to me like I stole your shit, and I appreciate that because that's what you do.
Yeah. Nah, I'm a little known for that, man. Because not for nothing, man. I understand. You know, once you find your niche and your little program, you know, you're used to moving that way. So when you see somebody like kind of jack a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and it gets a little too crazy, you have to say something like, yo, listen, man, is this intentional? Or, know what I mean? Like, just let me know. Know what I'm saying? I'll switch it up if it's that serious. Know what I'm saying? But
No.
for the most part, you have to say something because, you know, you just don't see somebody take who is it, Bueller, his whole style and just run with it and, you know, try and get subscribers and everything like that using Bueller's style. You know what I'm saying? Like you just have to do your own thing. And I notice sometimes people jack certain things and they don't give credit when credit is due. And that's all that was. You know what I mean?
No, of course, and I appreciated that. Like I said, it's funny because I had just remembered that right now when I had asked you about your name. Like, if I'm not trying to put you on blast, like we were backstage and stuff like that.
Listen, man. Everything's transparent with Doggy, man.
No, and I appreciate that, but that took me back. I was just like, yo, dude's been off of nah shit. But nah. So it was good, and when we came up here, and I issued, you know what I mean? I shouted you out, issued the apology. That was our first interaction. But I wholeheartedly agree with you that established channels sometimes take from smaller channels and make it their own and don't give the proper credit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
yeah, and I've seen it.
I've seen it too. I mean, I'm dealing with. Now, I ain't gonna say I'm dealing with, but I've dealt with an individual where they had a situation like that with a bigger YouTube content creator, and you know, me being me, I stand by the underdog. You know what I'm saying? I always root for the underdog no matter what. Any situation, I'm standing with the underdog. I don't care what it is, who the opposers are. We gonna go if it's just us. If we toe to toe, we gonna go toe to toe with all of them. You know what I'm saying? So it was a situation where a brother had a situation with a big YouTuber, and I rolled with the brother like this. I was upset like he stole from me. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh wow.
to turn around and have somebody do it to me, it was just crazy. I was like, damn, what's going on around here? You know what I mean? But it happens. YouTube is weird, and I'm learning that now. Like I'm figuring it out because this is something that's not, you know, going to end tomorrow. This is something like this is not only a hobby, but you know, I enjoy doing this. So this is something I'm gonna do until I can't do it no more. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, you gotta take it serious at some point. You know what I mean?
Nah, of course, and it's definitely a weird space to navigate, especially if you came from we came from similar upbringings. I know, not that we came from the same upbringings, but we both from New York, similar upbringings. Like we no silver spoon, nothing like that. So it's definitely a weird space to navigate, especially if you come from where we're from.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. I had in the beginning, I had a lot of like for me, just in work, like every space that I've been in, like whether it be work, whether it be like YouTube, whatever I was interested in, I always had trouble adapting.
Right.
Especially now, I'm just for me, it was like a self-confidence thing where I've always felt like I didn't belong. So I don't know if you feel like that.
Listen, bro. I honestly sometimes I feel like I'm ostracized from the community. You know what I'm saying? Like it because I understand the algorithm of YouTube now, like a little bit, But when you're putting up certain videos and your algorithm isn't moving the way it's supposed to be moving, and you get like a few views on your shit, you like, yo, hold on, man, what's going on here? Like, you see other YouTubers, you know, they get a lot of views on certain videos. You like, wait, hold on, man. This is where the competition, I may see competition in other people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where you're like looking at other content creators, like, wait, hold on. How is this video getting more views than this video, and this video more lit than this video? Or, you know what I'm saying? It's just a personality thing. It's just, it's so weird. And trying to figure it out is even weirder for me because I start feeling like I'm ostracized. Like, you know what I mean? Like, holy cow, man, nobody really rocking with Doggy right now. Like, what's happening? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I felt that. Then I want to go into like the typical, how did you start collecting questions and all that stuff? But I definitely felt it on your last video. Like your energy was just like off. If I can even say that, I felt like something happened. I'm like, damn. I even told my wife, I was just like, yo, he's not himself. Like he throughout that whole video. And then before you even get into that, ladies and gentlemen, make sure the comment is pinned. Make sure you go and sub up Doggy. You will not be disappointed. His content is fire. And that beat that you put, you didn't have the beat in the last one, but that beat, it reminds me of the Hitmakers for some reason.
Yeah. Nah, like you know, we know people like in the industry and stuff like that. I mean, I know people in the industry, people with studios, all that stuff. Like I got young boys right now in the studio doing their little music, rap and all that stuff, you know, trying to get on and stuff like that. So it's nothing for me to like go knock on somebody's door. Let me get a beat. Let me get this. Let me get this. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, word?
Yeah. I'll be trying to grab as many beats as I can, something I can throw in the background, anything, you know what I mean?
Nah, that's what's up, man. That's definitely what's up. And then like talk about your upbringing. Like who was Doggy as a puppy? I don't know, like how did you like I know you grew up in Queens. Like how was your upbringing?
I was a bad kid, man. I was a super bad kid, man. I didn't pay attention in class. I was in a short bus. I was on a short bus. I was a short bus kid, special ed because of my disciplinary. You know, I could learn. I knew how to learn, but I just had disciplinary issues, man. We grew up in broken households. It was different in the hood, so you know, a lot of violence, a lot of drug dealing, a lot of all kinds of stuff going on. So you have to find your personality. You have to grow into your own. And as a youngin', you're trying to figure out all this stuff with all kind of elements coming at you. It's just different. So, you know, Comic Book Drip Doggy as a puppy was just trying to find my way, man. Trying to find my way, you know, and man, it was just a crazy time, man. It was, you know, being ignorant at some point, you know, to a degree, because of the, you know, the people that we looked up to, that, you know, were supposed to be our mentors, were actually the ones that was exploiting us and, you know, using us for, you know, our naive, you know what I mean, us being as naive as we were and hot-headed and trying to, you know, get our names up and stuff like that. So they would use us for whatever their purpose or ulterior motives was, and we was oblivious to this stuff. So therefore, we threw our lives out at early ages. You know what I mean? I know a lot of my brothers, they ain't coming home from wherever they at. And some of them, they not even here no more. So it's like, you know, me being here now is like, I'm looking back and I'm like, damn, I came a long way, granted. But also I know where I came from though. That'll never change. That will never change. So I know what I'm made of. You know what I'm saying? I'm made of this. And a lot of it is rocks, stones, and bricks and broken glass. But now it's a lot better now. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just, you know, we polishing up now. Now it's just polishing up. And you learn from a lot of your mistakes and you try to do better, man. Me personally, I'm trying to, you know, weigh out a lot of my wrongs, man. Just continue doing what I'm doing now and keep me on the right track. You know what I mean?
Nah, definitely, and I appreciate that. And I just want to expand for those in the chat that don't like when you referring about the older people taking advantage of younger people. I could imagine that's some street shit where older dude, that definitely takes you and molds you and brings you like that's really close to my heart, where I know somebody, you know what I mean, an older dude took advantage of him. Having and when I say take advantage of him, I don't mean in no fucking, you know what I mean?
Not
No,
no
I just
pervert way. Nah, nothing like that. You know, it's just on a criminal element. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
People
yeah,
know what the hell's going on. Yeah,
nah,
on a criminal element.
we'll just have to explain that for some of the viewers. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
nah,
a
doggy,
criminal
doggy,
thing.
I be good, we good, y'all, we good.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
yeah. You could keep that monkey meat on the shelf.
Yeah, that monkey be.
That's
Yeah, that's
oh
got
my,
to be one of the craziest names I heard so far, man, for a comic book. Holy cow.
yeah. Yo, let me get that monkey meat. Number
Yeah,
2.
let me get that monkey meat, yo.
Yeah. So Doggy was into a lifestyle. When did comic books come into that lifestyle?
Oh man.
Especially on the
All
learning,
right.
because comic books, it helped me learn how to read.
All right. Well, comic books didn't teach me how to read because I've been know how to read, but
So you didn't
I
experience
think
comic books at a young age?
Reading Rainbow was it for me. Reading
Of
Rainbow taught
course,
Doggy how to read.
of
So
course.
so comic books, man. Comic books were strange back in the days, man, because I used to go to comic book stores. A lot of my friends, they used to frequent comic book stores back in like the early, like even like the late 80s, like 88, 89, stuff like that. This is when I was into like, graffiti, wearing my fat laces and the cardboard breakdancing and stuff like that. I was into that kind of stuff back then. So, a lot of my friends, they'll go to these little comic book stores. We used to go to one on West 4th, because I used to go to West 4th to go rack up. We used to go rack up in the city,
Yeah.
markers, Pentels, paint markers, stickers, all kind of stuff. And we used to shoot over to damn, what was this spot, man? This is where Futura 2000 used to work at. It was a place called Unique Boutique in the city. And
Why?
this
No, in
was like,
Soho?
huh?
In Soho?
No, this wasn't so. It's West 14th, West 4th, or West 14th. It was West 4th and 7th, or West 4th. It's one of them areas. It was like real live. It was a place called Unique Boutique, and this is where Futura 2000, one of the most iconic graffiti artists, designers right now. He was before his time back then. So we used to go there to go see him right on the wall, tag on the wall in Unique Boutique. And a friend of mine used to always go to the comic book store out there. So, we used to go out there, look at the walls and stuff like that. And I remember from back in the days, I used to grab like, a lot of Dark Horse, a lot of Valiant back in the days, like, Valiant comic books.
Yeah,
And a lot of Dark Horse, like movie properties, Alien, Predator, stuff like that, horror comic books. And he got me into like actually reading X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, Fantastic Four, stuff like that. So I wasn't as heavy into it, but I loved the characters at the time. And from there, just sparked an interest in comic books that was just out of this world. I didn't even know it was going to take form the way it did as an adult. Like, I didn't, it just blew my mind the way it just took form now. Like, after all these years, it's like, boom.
I know, to bring it back. Let me just interrupt you real quick. Remy Q Studios with the $3.99 super chat. Come on, Cinnamon. You got to eat too. I'm gonna pull the okey doke on Remy Q right here. You got to work for Cinnamon. And then you know what, that Cinnamon is ready to hit the stage. Yo, what's up? Saturday morning comics. Comic Cave, what's going on? So from then, you were talking about Valiant, and he told X-Men and stuff like that. And then as an adult, did you have like as far as collecting, did you start collecting back then and then stop?
Yeah, no,
because
yeah,
chasing honeys and stuff like that.
yeah. Like I said, I had to grow up a little faster than a lot of other kids, so it was like the comic book collecting and stuff like that. Excuse me, whatever I was collecting at the time, from GI Joes to comic books, a lot of that had to go on the shelf because I was either chasing girls or chasing whatever I was chasing at the time, and comic books just wasn't it. And it took for me to go away for a little while and come back to appreciate the collecting aspect of it. And also it sits you down. Know what I'm saying? It gives you a hobby. You get older in your years. It's like now you into collecting, like regular old ladies. Like you one of the old ladies now. You collect the little silverines and stuff like that. Like this is what I collect. I collect expensive paper. You know what I mean?
Nah, of course. Nah, that's funny how you say the old ladies with the figurines and stuff. Like I remember I used to love Christmas, $2, $3 going to get in my grandmother a little thing from the Chinese spot.
Yeah, she's happy as hell, right?
Yeah. Definitely. And yeah, you grew up in Queens, correct?
Yeah, correct.
How was that? Like did you bump into Mobb Deep?
Oh, of course. Yeah. As far as rappers, Queens, at that time we had like every rapper that was anybody was coming from Queens at that time. So it was like, they was everywhere. Like up the block, Cool G Rap might live in this building. You got Fat Joe coming from the Bronx to come see his baby mom. She live in that building. It's rappers everywhere. Big Daddy Kane pulling up over here, going to this pizzeria. You might go on Farmers and see LL Cool J. He posted up with Bimmy and all these other dudes. It was just a rap arena. Everything was rap orientated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's funny that like I get about the rappers. Like I never really heard about Bimmy until like that show that just came out on FX.
Right.
He like went into his life, him and Ant.
Yeah, he's LL's manager right now.
Yeah. But
that's just Deborah and all of them. Like that's family. These like if like this is another thing too. Like Doggy, somebody in Queens. You know what I'm saying? It's like not just comic books. Like if you go to my IG, like I be telling people all the time, all you gotta do is scroll down my IG, see who followed Doggy. You know what I'm saying? And that should tell you right there, like it ain't just regular people following Doggy. Not to say it like in that kind of aspect, but these are my friends. These are people I grew up with. You know what I'm saying?
Did any because these are the people, industry people and all that stuff. I just want people in the chat to know who Doggy's mentioning. Like these are industry people, managers, stuff like that. Has anyone said anything about like your hobby or anything like that? Like, yo, this is what Doggy's doing now.
Yeah, I had to check somebody one time. I definitely had to check somebody one time. I definitely had to. It always got a little heated. I had to grab him by his cup joint, like, oh, don't talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, remind them, but it's just crazy because people expect you to stay in this box and this category. You know what I'm saying? Once you live this way or you move this way, people can't fathom you doing anything other than that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it just show you how people think after years. You know what I'm saying? Like people you grew up with, whatever. Like it just show you the mentality of certain people. And to be a breakout individual, a person that do something totally different outside of the box and be successful, or at least have like some type of litness to it. You just lit. You know what I mean? You got it going on. You doing your thing. You chilling. They don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? So I always had an issue with that with certain people because they want you to be this person, but you're not that person. You know what I'm saying? And they don't understand the comic books. Like you can't explain to certain people, yo, this comic book right here is this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. They looking at the comic book like, yo, what am I supposed to do with it? You're supposed to read it first of all. And then after that is a value to it. So be careful with it. Don't just, mess it up. What do you mean it's a value to it? Yeah, it's value to this comic book right here. And then you start breaking certain things down to people. And now it sparks something in them. And, I've turned people into collectors, actually. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I've turned people into collectors that would never collect in their lives.
Yeah, no, I definitely know what you mean about how people view you in one way. I remember at my job, like I would, work a corporate 9 to 5 and all that other stuff. And then when one of the like higher ups found out about that I was into comics, he had like little jokes here and there, this and that. I remember at the Christmas party, no joke. He pulled me on the stage and he was just like, oh man, I want a big, give a thanks to Dan. That's my real name, Dan, aka the son of Thanos. So then I'm like, yo, this dude got jokes. This is the boss managing partner. So then one day it was just like I was just walking by. He had trouble with his computer or some shit. I don't know. I look and he on his desktop, and this is an older dude. On his desktop, it was a Marvel folder with mad downloaded Marvel MCU movies at the time.
Wow, look at that.
Like, yeah, it was hilarious. I think Cade had a question over here. I think he was like, what's your go-to comic to collect? There we go. Hey doggy, what's your go-to to collect? The comic that you pick up without hesitation or go hunting for frequently?
Oh man, I love nostalgia pickups, man. Anything nostalgia. Nostalgia is my thing. Anything 80s nostalgia, 90s nostalgia, anything dealing with movie properties, horror movie properties, cartoon properties, anything dealing with that, I'm a sucker for that. I grab those every time. I've been grabbing that for years, man. For the last like maybe 7 years, I've just been grabbing heavy nostalgia. I love nostalgia. And also rarity, like, because not for nothing, like certain comic books that's really rare right now, a lot of people are overlooking. Like even the one like the Alf, where Alf is, what is it, Alf number 8, where it looks like he's going in the
the seal?
Yeah, the seal.
Yeah.
Comic books like that, brother, is supposed to be bought right now, because in 5 years, 10 years from now, those is gonna be so scarce, it's gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So these are the kind of comic books that I go for, like just me being me on, I got some extra coin or something like that.
Yeah.
I go snatch some, I go online, or I go hunting around and grab stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
now,
yeah, those are my go-tos. Definitely nostalgia, man. You can't lose with nostalgia.
Nah, it's funny that you mentioned the Alpha. I got that in one of my mystery boxes. I moved it because obviously it's an expensive comic.
Right.
That cover is wild. Like, who approved that?
I love comic books like that. I love those kind of scares comic books, because I know later in the years those is going to be the comic books. Like, even if it's just for a conversational piece, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look what I got. You know what I'm saying? It's like, holy cow, I didn't even know they had that. You know what I'm saying? And it's the story behind it, it's history. You know what I'm saying? It has bones. It's not like these new modern comic books, even though I collect a lot of modern comic books, but modern comic books, you can sit on the modern comic book for the next 30 years and not do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just taking up space.
So is your primary objective? Damn, my mouth is mad dry. Is your primary objective with books reading them with the possibility of eventually selling them, or just leaving them in the PC?
All right. Well, as far as I like I said, I'm kind of funny with selling books.
Yeah,
I'm not as good as other sellers or other collectors when it comes to selling books. I need to learn how to sell a lot more of my books, man, because like my house it became an LCS, honestly.
I could see with the spinner rack and all that behind you.
This isn't nothing, brother. I swear, man. I don't even know how we still here. Like, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I have to learn how to move comic books. And like right now, I think I would like my goal was to actually collect as many comic books as I can, like the more rare or higher ratio comic books, and at some point send a bunch of books to CGC and get them all graded, and hopefully for them 9.8s, even 9.6s, and then figure out what I'm gonna keep, what I'm gonna sell, what I'm gonna move to upgrade to higher books, like maybe blue keys or something that's out of reach. If I'd have came in there just assed out, flat out, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to cop a book. Now I can move these books and they slabbed up and they going for a little bit of money, and I can get bigger books now, you know what I'm saying? And that's like my ultimate goal. But right now I've been like lazy to it. So I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm not perfect, but that's the goal.
No, of course. You mentioned slabbing up in CGCs. Do you have any big like keys in the stash or anything like that?
Yeah. I got some monsters. I got a few monsters.
Could you give us a hint, or that's?
I mean, I probably got the same keys you got, man. The same keys, man. There's a couple of them that got away from me that I haven't secured just yet. But you know, I don't never count myself out, man. Things just happen for Doggy that way. Sometimes, you know, the comic gods come around for Doggy, man. I say my prayer as much as I can. You know, every night I get there, I be like,
oh, we lost audio on Doggy.
I apologize.
Nah, no problem. I can hear you now.
Am I on? I can't even see.
Yeah. You on.
Yeah, somebody was calling me. Yeah. Where was I? I said that shit threw me off a little bit.
Nah, about the big books and hunting for keys and the comic gods blessing you.
Yeah. So, you know, sometimes the comic gods do bless me, but as far as like big books, I have a few, and I just, you know, keep it quiet, and then hopefully, you know, when it's that time, I'm gonna bust out and just start doing what I need to do. You know what I mean?
Chris Tucker.
Yeah, Chris Tucker's, man. I feel about Chris Tucker, man.
Yo, and that's what I love about your channel. I love about the channel, the slang that you use, your authenticity. I love like Chris Tucker. Everybody's just like, what? That was like, yo, super dope, super clean. Like, yo, I just love the originality you bring, and you're unapologetically you.
Thank you, brother. I try, man. I know a lot of people don't accept it. A lot of people don't understand it, and you know, it's nothing I can do about it. This is what I do. But trust me, man, I'm solid, man. I'm always solid, man. I know, like what you were saying about my other video, I didn't seem like myself. I go through little certain things with certain collectors, and I'm saying certain collectors do certain things, and I don't bite my tongue, you know what I'm saying? Especially when someone's in my circle, I'll let them know, like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, clearly.
And, yeah, funny. And I was dealing with an individual where I had to ask him 3 different times, yo, what's your temperature like? Yo, what's going on, man? What's happening? Because I don't even want to divulge into that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say this, man. You know, don't judge me because of how you may hear how I talk, how I play my music, how, you know what I'm saying, certain things. Judge me how I collect. You know what I'm saying? We collectors. Don't judge me outside of collecting because I don't show you nothing but how I collect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the same way you guys are, you know, finding out about Doggy, I have a little shady past. You know what I'm saying? We all have passes, but you also have people that have passes where their past is a little different than yours. You know what I'm saying? Mine's is like on a more criminal element, and I learned my lesson, did my time, did whatever I needed to do, and I'm where I'm at now. But you also have other collectors that, you know, went through their shit. You know what I'm saying? And they might have bigger platforms, you know, and nobody talks about their shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody says, yo, this guy was a heroin addict. This guy was an alcoholic and he used to abuse his wife. Or this guy, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know these things about these people. But when they come onto the platform, it's like they'll show you, you know, what you want to see. And that's not what I do. I show you raw and cut. This is what it is. What you see is what you get. This is Doggy. I don't try and be the token black person to be accepted. You know, I don't do that. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be me, and that's that. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you one thing. If you got Doggy on your side, you will not lose, man. Trust me, man.
Nah, that's definitely what's up. And then I just want to talk about what happens is, and I'll be completely honest with you, I blame it on the Big Bang Theory. What happens is people, like, if you was to there's a show on Discovery Plus, right, called The Zoo, that is based on the Bronx Zoo. And in the beginning of it, the guy says, if you were to tell a kid to draw a picture of an animal in the zoo, they're going to draw a picture of an animal inside of a cage. Right. So for me, I feel the same shit when it's just like you tell somebody, yo, draw a picture of the average comic book collector. And they're going to draw a picture of the dude from The Simpsons, or they're going to draw a dude with glasses and a pocket protector on some nerdy stuff. But comic books affects everybody, and the beauty about this community is that it brings together people from diverse backgrounds, different perspectives, and things like that. But just like real life, we have to work hard to get where we're at because of it.
Right, of course. And like another thing too that always boggled me is most of these comic books that we read are super violent, super over the top, violent, over the top, sexually over the top, whatever you could possibly imagine is comic books. That's what it is. So when you see an individual that has that different kind of aura, that different kind of makeup than what you're used to seeing,
Yeah.
you shouldn't just shoot that person down, man. Be like, oh, I'm not gonna watch him. I'm not gonna subscribe to this channel. He don't sound like this guy. He don't sound like that guy. And I'm just not gonna subscribe to his channel. I don't understand that logic. That logic is like asinine to me. It's like, wow, man.
No,
community. Come on, community. Where's the love?
No,
oh my God.
I definitely agree. I think your channels, just you bring such a unique perspective to what we do, and I greatly appreciate that. Dale hit it on the head. Nerds come in different shapes and sizes, and I blame
I'm a nerd, man. I'm a nerd, man.
I blame the Big Bang Theory, the way they those comic book dudes, the way they play them. They're like all nerds, and it's like people think that that's what all comic books are about. Chubby Pop Chaser, and I know Chubby Pop Chaser is a big supporter of yours. I seen him in the chats and stuff. Like he said, I love that story he told about waiting outside and he had to put a kid in his place. Would you like to repeat that, sir, or tell the story? Nah, you can't. Nah.
No, I could.
PG-13.
Doggy's out there rumbling with somebody over some pens, man. Some goddamn bad idea pens, man. Yo, listen, everybody that know me know I go hard for those, right? Because actually, I was the one that actually put my comic book store on point to the actual bad idea. Everything bad idea was doing, I was the first to know about it. I put them on point. I was like, yo, listen, months in advance, like, yo, listen, you have to get on this. This is where it's at. This is what's happening. Blah, 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 this, that, and third. So I made it happen so my comic book store local to me got bad idea exclusives. Whatever they had going on, we was in the loop. So I was doing good for maybe 4 issues in, buttons and everything. Then out of nowhere, the resellers started popping up. You hear me? And now it gets territorial. I don't have no problem. If you beat me to the punch, you beat me to the punch. It is what it is. But man, this one dude, man, he was just one of them dudes. He had like a mullet. He had like an extra tight t-shirt. And he's like one of them workout buff dudes. And Doggy, my thing is, I got shot a lot of times. So if I don't work out and eat a certain way, I lose weight. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that I'm not healthy. It's just I have a lot of shit with me. I have a lot of medical issues as far as I had a lot of surgeries, colostomy bags, all kind of shit like that. So it's like, if I don't eat and work out crazy like I normally do in the gym every week, heavy regimen, getting crazy with it, I'll lose weight. So, people tend to look at Doggy sometimes when I'm slim on my slim shit.
Yeah.
And just like, and the way he was talking to me, I seen where he was going already. I'm experienced. I know this shit. So I'm like, yo, bro, man, I'm trying to give him a way out. Yo, listen, bro, there's 2 pens. You could get one. I could get one. And we go our way. And he started this. I'm standing in front of his door. I'm not moving. And we're gonna be pushing each other, and I couldn't do that. I couldn't go through that pushing and all that. So I said, yo, listen, I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. And the guy actually asked me, do I want to step out around back and talk about it? And he said the N-word, right? Because he's a white dude, and he's on that bullshit. So now I just like I couldn't even help it, bro. Like I got better control of myself. I have total control of myself, my anger, anything. I'm not one of them fly off the handle type of individuals. But if certain things are said, it's just a trigger. It's a trigger. It's like, you hit this trigger right here, this might be this. You know what I'm saying? This jab. Yeah. This trigger go off is an uppercut. You know what I'm saying? It's like you never know how it might go. And that's what it was. The situation was just crazy like that. But
oh shit. I wasn't.
And he pressed charges on me too, Doggy.
See, that's the thing. When somebody starts talking shit and they're the ones that press charges.
He pressed charges on me. I got around. I had to pay a lawyer $2,200 or something like that. $2,200 for a retainer fee, and they swept the shit under the rug. But it just go to show you the extent he was going to get the pen.
For a pen.
He initiated the issue, and when it turned out, you know, the way he ain't think it was gonna turn out, he pressed charges on Doggy, and then, you know, to find out Doggy track record, he was just like, oh shit, like he ain't know it was that serious. Like, I tried to tell you, Doggy, just chill. We could go about it this way, but you know, it got to the point now where it's like, yeah, it's crazy. But
Yeah. Nah, I just want to pause real quick and then get back to that. Big shout out to Mrs. Linx for the $99 $9.99 super chat. Who we bringing in? Melody to the stage. Melody to the stage.
Melody.
Yo, that's how we roll with the different strippers. That was the new one unveiled tonight. We just have a bunch of working girls working for the. Let's run that back. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, now, I don't know what's going on either, man. I didn't come here for no strip club, man.
Doggy,
bro.
That's a lie, Doggy. I know you talking about that cat woman.
Yeah, I got a ring.
Me too. Yo, that was funny with the cat woman when you were talking about in your video, the gentleman clubs and all that other stuff. Now, yeah. I want to get to coming back in comic books, but you mentioned something, and I can't just gloss over that. Like, if you don't want to talk about it, just tell me, kick rocks, move to the next thing, and I will respect that.
Yeah.
You mentioned getting shot.
Yes.
Would you want to talk about that, or just keep it moving?
I mean, I got shot, man. You out there doing, you know, you gotta expect certain things to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you out there doing the same thing, so it's like, shit happens like that, you know. I got shot 9 times. You know, I got bullet holes like this and all through my body. I got hit in the back of my head. I was in the hospital for like damn near a year with a colostomy bag and on an elliptical bed to keep me from getting paralyzed from the waist down, you know, from the neck down. You know, the beds that, you know, keep like this. Like, yeah, I went through it, dog. I've been around. Like I said, I've been around, man. That's why I moved where I move now, you know.
First of all, I'm thank you for sharing that. I think that definitely takes a lot of confidence to say. I know you say it like just matter of factly for you to come on here and just open up that way. I greatly appreciate it. That's crazy to me, but not to gloss over that. Like, I greatly appreciate that, but I guess to move it in a more positive direction,
right?
You are a established thespian. You were in a movie, sir.
Yes, I was, man. I wouldn't call it a movie. I would call it more like a hood movie, maybe.
Hold on, wait, we got the visual. Boom.
Oh, there you go.
Tell us about that in your acting debut. So that's the cover. I assume that's you, right?
Yeah.
I recognize the eyes. That's part of the filming. And then right here, that's part of the jail scene, right?
Yeah, that's part of the jail scene.
Talk about that. How did that come about? That whole movie. It's called Partner. I tried to get it on Amazon. It was currently unavailable on Prime.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's I went yesterday. I scoured the dark web and everything looking for this movie. I wanted to watch it.
Yeah, probably. Well, the guy that filmed the movie, he was actually like a dirtbag.
Aren't they all?
Yeah, it was like a handshake. It wasn't like a contract and that. So it was one of those situations where it was like, you know, you're my friend. I ain't gonna sign a contract. Yeah, I got you. This, that, third. And he got all that money from Amazon, so I don't really rock with him right now. But
oh wow.
Yeah. He was a dirtbag, but nonetheless, I don't know. It was a guy I knew for many years, man. He had came home, and he was a millionaire. He was a scammer and shit like that. He did a lot of scams. He was definitely a scammer, and he was a millionaire. And he was doing a lot of movies. You could actually look him up, and he was the one that broke out the Crackheads Gone Wild. He's the one that did that whole series.
Oh, I remember that.
His name Karan Hodges. He does.
Okay.
headliner production. That's my
Headline
homie.
production.
He's still my homie, but he's a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? But
We all got a homie like that.
Yeah, nonetheless, he's the one that started the whole Crackheads Gone Wild, Atlanta, Houston, all that shit. So when I got up with him, he was already in the mix with all that stuff, and he was planning on doing the movie. He had a script already written out, and he was in the process of getting it done. And he was just like, "Yo, you want to do a movie?" I was like, "Sure, why not?" And I found out my man, a few of my homeboys was in the movie, and I had to jump on it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you had the homie D Haven from Marcy, you know, with Jay-Z and all of them.
Yeah.
That D Haven, he the one that filmed it. He actually played in the movie as
He
well.
was in the movie?
Yeah, he played a guard. He was like a guard,
Okay.
like a correction officer. And he
Okay.
told him to break up the fight and shit like that. But
That's funny.
yeah,
I actually grew up where I grew up. I grew up in Bed-Stuy. I grew up like 4 blocks from Marcy.
Yeah. Now, if you watch the movie like now, because this was like over like how many years ago? Shit.
It's like 2012, right?
Yeah, 2012. So, you know, a lot of those actors that played in that movie now that continue their acting career, somebody's right now. They're in good movies. They, you know, they playing in different movies. They doing series, stuff like that. So, you know, they got their little renown on. They got their name known, stuff like that. But for the most part, it was a few of them that played in the movie. And if you look at them, if you watch the movie, you're going to see a lot of name brand individuals, people that's relevant today and doing, you know, certain things. You're going to be like, oh, snap, he was in that movie. Oh, he was in that movie. There was a lot of underground dudes in there at the time. But, you know, around that time, you had, we had our movie. We had Partner, the movie. You had dudes in Brownsville that shot a movie, Bullets Over Brownsville. They shot a movie,
Yeah.
Bullets Over Brownsville. And then you had it was some kids out of Harlem, some young boys out of Harlem. They had a movie called wow, man, Shooters or something. It was a lot of young boys, and they all did a Harlem movie, and it was getting a lot of spin on it. But the main actor caught a homicide and went up north. It was a big thing. It was a big thing because it was like a breakout movie for Harlem. I'm trying to remember the name, man.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yo, big shout out to Flo Dameron. He goes, damn Linx. I grew up in Marcy, which is hilarious. Yeah, I grew up 4 blocks from Marcy. I took the train on Flushing, the G train, which is on the corner of Marcy and Flushing Ave. And I remember, mad funny, like before Jay-Z was like Jay-Z, like seeing him when he had what did he have out? I Can't Get With That. Like bumping into him and shit like that. And then
I'm gonna tell you a story on Jay-Z, right?
Go ahead, man. Yeah.
See, like you remember, like because you read the case. I sent you the case. I know we're not gonna talk about all that, but we used to frequent like clubs, like Cheetah Club back in the day, Monday night, Cheetah Club, Tuesday night. All them city clubs back then. We used to go to those Duvet, Envy Club, Club Envy. Yeah, we used to do all those. So I have a story with Jay-Z because I remember one time because we was going with the mob wives. We was going out with the mob wives. Karen Gavano, Jennifer Graziano. We was going out with the team. So we was going to what was it, Tuesday night Cheetah Club.
Yeah.
And Jay-Z was online and we passed the line, because we was with the white girls, the Italian girls, and we got right through. You know what I'm saying? We went past the velvet rope and Jay-Z online. This is around the time he had Reasonable Doubt and all this stuff popping off. I was like, yo, that's Jay right there. Oh, snap. You know what I'm saying? But we passed him going inside. It's just crazy. And then I seen him again because we was in the table with Russell Simmons and his wife. They was out there. Then you had Savon Glover. Savon Glover was with us that night. It was dope atmosphere, but for me, that was like memorable for me to see Jay-Z on the wall and pass him and to see him now. I was like, damn, that dude, if I only knew then, I'd be like, yo, not him right there. Bring him, come on, you come with us, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. I remember I was where I was going grocery shopping with my mom's, and this was like 95. So he had like I Can't Get With That and the original Flavor joint where he was on it, and we passed. This is where they put the car wash. Like I don't know if you know, but like Best Island is on Steuben and Myrtle. So I'm walking by, and then I told my mother, I was like, "Yo, that's a rapper." And she's like, "Oh, get his autograph." Because literally, like this morning, Video Music Box, how they used to repeat the Friday show at 12 o'clock on Saturday. Right. So I'm telling my mom, "Yo, that's a rapper." She's like, "Get his autograph." I was like, he ain't going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
he ain't going nowhere.
On the way to the AMP. And then I had saw him years later, right before volume 2 dropped with Hard Knock Life and all that stuff. I saw him. We came out the train station. He was literally on Flushing between Marcy and Nostrand. Yo, Bentley parked by himself on the Ave. Big ass chain, big ass earrings. Yo, and then I walked, and then my wife, she was pregnant at the time. She was like, "Oh, just go back and talk to him." And I went back and talked to him. But I was just like, "Holy shit, super cool dude at the time."
A lot of them dudes like in that era. Always cool as hell, man. That era, I don't know what it is, man. That era is just different, man. That era is different.
Yeah, I think, and then I'm just talking out of my ass, whatever. But I think people back then, and this is not to disrespect anybody of a different age or anything like that. I think people like our age, I think we appreciate more of what we have as opposed to we feel entitled to what we get. Like I feel entitled to that, this and that. Nah, I appreciate everything I have. Like even with my collection, let's bring it back to comics. I look at my collection. Yo, some days legit, I sit on the floor right here in front of this thing, take my slabs out of my box, and I'm just like, yo, I can't believe I have this. Like
I do it too, brother. I do it too, man. Join the club, man.
Yo, like I'll be like, go ahead.
No, I don't mean to cut your wisdom, bro, but I feel the same way. It's a lot of times like I look at books in my collection, I'm like, wow. Like a few years ago, I was telling myself, like, yo, man, how could I get that book into my collection? And actually having certain books secured into the collection is like super dope to me. And I look at it sometimes, a lot of times I'll just look at certain books and I'm like, holy cow, I own that book, man. That's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll be like that, looking at my slabs, sitting on the floor, thinking about days that when they cut the lights off in the crib, we had to be there with candles and shit like that. Because you know what I mean?
Or the brick on the stove, man.
Yeah,
you like that, man.
Yeah, a bunch of us in a literally a bunch of us in a 2-bedroom apartment, all that stuff. And then from where I came from, super humble beginnings to where I'm at now, and I'm just super grateful.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about YouTube.
Okay.
What made you get into YouTube? So the 2-part question: what made you get into YouTube? And then from the moment you decided you wanted to do YouTube, when did you officially jump into YouTube? So what made you get into it first?
YouTube, I don't know. What made me really want to get into YouTube, because I was watching a lot of hype beasts at the time. At the time, I was, basically on my sneaker thing. I was buying and selling sneakers, buying and selling clothes, hype beast clothes, whether it was Supreme. I was going to Supreme drops, Bape drops, all the drops, any city drops we was going to, and and I started watching a lot because I didn't even know YouTube was a thing the way it is now at that time. So I started watching a lot of the younger hype beasts talking about the sneaker drops and what Discord groups get into, talking about how to beat the bots manually, all this shit. I'm learning all this shit at once, right? And it got so oversaturated. I started looking into something else to to just feed the hunger. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a hunger, like collector's hunger in me. It wasn't just a resale no more. It was like, damn, I want to collect something and watch it grow in value and just something dope, something super dope. So I started looking into like Bear Bricks, course, stuff like that. Collabs with Bear Brick and stuff like that, because my wife was always into Bear Bricks. So we was looking into that. We started buying Bear Bricks. And I don't know what it was. Something about Funko grabbed me, and I just went head first into Funkos. And once I started doing Funkos, I said, you know what? I might as well do a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Just a YouTube. You all right over there, bro? I see you going through it.
No, what happens is, I'm sitting on the most uncomfortable chair ever. And then around this time, I start getting like, hold on, let me fix my pillow. A wooden stool with a pillow on top of it. Not even
you're gonna have to get a donut soon, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, yo, it's funny because I'll be here and my legs will be cramping up, and I'll be like, yeah,
that's crazy.
My bad.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I just say, you know what, man, I'm start recording some videos, man. I mean, the worst that can happen is, you know, I don't get no subscribers, you know what I'm saying? No views and no shit like that. So, you know, I started doing the YouTube that way, and it was actually fun, man. It was kind of fun for me, man. I enjoyed it, and I just kept going with it. And then it was just like I made that transition from Funkos to comic books all the way. Like I stopped collecting Funkos all the way. I used to grab them from time to time. I don't even do that no more. Matter of fact, did you get your package yet?
Yo, thank you. I did get the package. I haven't opened it yet, but it's sitting right there. So I
Can you open it now?
Yeah, let me Yeah. Let me get my trusty Chinese powder tumbler knife.
Yeah, I didn't mean to go off course, man, but it has something to do with what we was talking about.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, my guy, Mr. Comic Book Drip Doggy, sent me an AOK today. I picked it up. Normally, I open up my mail for the Thursday video, but I'm happy to do this for you, bro.
I had to, bro, man. You did like an extra dope thing for me, man, because you know when you have people that go to cons, they like to charge you overpriced sometimes, and you charged me what they was going for, doggy, and I appreciated that. You know what I'm saying? I said I had to do something special for the bro, man.
Of course. And then what Doggy's talking about at C2E2, he wanted some books, and I was just like, yeah, I got you. I'll go back tomorrow. And then these books were going for mad dope, but it's like I'm not that dude, you know what I mean? So I was just like, I'll pick them up. Yeah, just pay for the shipping, pay for the thing, and pay for the shipping.
Yeah, nah, definitely, bro. And I was just trying to figure out, like, I couldn't figure out comic book wise. But I said this: if he don't have this in his collection, he gonna love this because he just got the comic book.
Hell yeah! No, it's funny, and I sent the comic book off to get pressed and clean. Yo. Thank you, man. This is fire. With the little message, DJ Linx from Comic Book Drip Doggy, BQE Love. My hands are sweaty already.
There you go. Yeah, I had you, bro. I mean,
thank you, bro.
I was trying to figure out what do you get somebody that has everything. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? I'm gonna get him the Funko. Hopefully, you don't have this. And I know he just got the first appearance in comic book. So I said, yeah, this go better with him because I don't even have the first appearance. So he can have it.
Thank you, man. I greatly appreciate it.
You're very welcome, brother.
Shit, I'm gonna try not to cry now. That's one thing. I'm an emotional dude. I'm not even.
Man, me too, man. I watch the right movie, man. You're gonna get some salty ones out of Doggy, man.
So that I guess that leads to our next question. And usually we cut at 10, but we're just gonna keep going. What's the last movie you cried in?
Oh man. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna have to ask my wife, baby. What's the last movie I cried in?
What was that where the dude was preparing his clone because he was sick and he was gonna die?
Oh, the movie where he was preparing his clone because he was dying from cancer. Swan Song.
Oh,
yeah, Swan Song got me. That's
what this guy with Blade, right? The new Blade, Mahershala
Ali. Yeah. That actor, that one got me. That one got me. I was like, oh shit.
But thank you for saying that because I haven't watched that movie yet, but I can't watch anything that has to do with cancer. My mom passed of cancer in 2010. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I can't watch anything that has to do with cancer. I can't because
got you. But that movie right there, I didn't mean to spoil it for anybody, but yeah, that was the movie that got me. And probably like, you know, I cried in what was it? Q. I cried in Q when he did this, when little dude did this. Yeah, that broke me up. That broke me up. You know, certain things get me, man. Not all the time, but dog, you got a little soft spot too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Definitely anything that has to do with like with cancer or sickness or anything like that, that's gonna get me because I always
Yeah,
think about like like Mom Dukes and stuff like that.
of
And
course.
just to let's just switch gears totally right now, right?
Yeah.
And let's talk about fashion.
Oof,
And it's
oof,
funny because I was just like, yo, I'm getting dressed up for whatever.
oof.
I went into the bottom drawer and I was just like, I need to pull out something big. You are a big fashion person. Like talk about that. Like what got you into fashion? What got you into the drip?
Oh, I listen, man. You know, coming from Queens, man, we always been on our pretty boy. You know what I'm saying? We always been like the different from other boroughs. You know what I'm saying? Not taking nothing from other boroughs, but Queens dudes, at least my era of Queens dudes, we was different, man. We was wearing the Bally's, the Playboys, and the the creased up pants. Like we get creases in our lees,
Yeah,
pinstripes, two tones. The bomber, the waves to the side, waves spinning crazy, you know what I'm saying? Big gazelles, like we was on it like that, It's just the upbringing. I blame it on hip hop.
of
Hip hop
course.
did it to us, you know what I'm saying? Like we couldn't have nothing other than what was hot because of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That introduced us to, the swag, the drip, whatever. But as far as like now, I toned down a lot. Because it's like, where am I going to go with this very expensive stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like I have very expensive stuff, but it's like I'm not going to wear it every day of the week. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I got beaters in here. I wear a pair of beaters and have thousands of sneakers, but I wear a pair of beaters for a month straight.
yeah.
You know what I
No,
mean?
no, of course, definitely. Like before COVID, like so before I started doing the comic book thing, I was real big into like into fashion, and that inspiration came from hip hop. So growing up, we had like nothing. Like we had our you know what I mean? We were able to eat and stuff like that. But I wore Etonics. Like I'm not gonna
Yeah, I
lie.
did Etonics too. I had Etonics before.
And then like when I started getting money and I started like buying stuff, I was just like, I'm just gonna aim for the top, and that's influence from hip hop. That's influence from seeing like Alpo, AZ, things like that, like all
Right.
Harlem dudes and stuff like that. So that's why I started like getting Gucci and shit like that. And this
Yeah.
is legit. This is I think I had this for 6 months, a year. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the second time I wore it. So I was just like, I'm doing something special for Doggy. But I was real big on my like on the fashion tip before COVID. And then just like you, I had like an awakening. It's just like, what am I gonna do with this?
Yeah,
Like there's no reason for this. Like I can't wear this at work. I'm
yeah,
not going to parties every weekend. Like, and I'm used to staying now with COVID. I'm just used to staying in the house, and I love just staying in the house. And then at work, like I can't wear a t-shirt to work. So it's like,
yeah.
yeah, it kind of
No,
didn't.
no, listen, bro. It's like if you're not in that kind of lifestyle, like
Yeah,
it doesn't even make sense to be wearing that kind of stuff. Like, you know, the way the game is now, like you could have a pair of sneakers that just dropped on sneakers, and no telling how the market may go. This sneaker might turn into a $2,300 sneaker in a matter of a couple of days or weeks. So it don't necessarily mean, when you see a person with some expensive sneakers, they paid that price that's going, what it's going for. They
yeah,
could have got it for retail and wearing it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, don't a lot of people look at people like that as shallow people that need that to cover for something else, make up for something else, or whatever the case may be. Me personally, I just like nice things. I like
yeah, yeah,
nice quality stuff. I like timeless stuff. Like if I buy something that's worth money, I'm gonna get the money out of it. I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
make it work for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to spend money on something and it breaks down a year later and I can't use it no more. I like quality stuff so that way, 5 years from now I could bust it out and wear it and it look brand new. To somebody else is like, how'd you have that? Oh my God. Like, yeah, that's how we collect. You know what I'm saying?
none of course. And you're not gaining 15 pounds a year like me. So it's like,
Oh God, stop it, man.
I'm like, oh, I'm happy it still fits 6 months later. Oh man, I need to get it. It's funny because I was working out heavy. So when everything shut down with COVID, like immediately we was just like, yo, let's buy gym equipment because we can't go to the gym.
Right,
And everything was on back order. So we had gotten a treadmill a couple of months back. Finally, it was like there, and then I did it for like 3 months straight, and then I kind of slacked off a little bit.
Yeah.
Around the
No,
holidays and things like that.
You definitely have to be motivated. See, the trick with that, you have to work out with somebody that's gonna motivate you. You can't if you're the type of person that says, I can wait until tomorrow. You're gonna need that person to work out with you. That's gonna be like, no, get your ass up right now. Let's go right now. Let's get this out the way, and then you can go back to what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. And I started reading books like on the treadmill. Like I haven't gotten up to running yet. But
right.
Walking pretty fast at a brisk pace. I started reading books, and then I know once I start sweating and all that stuff, I have to stop because then the pages start sticking. But I really like working out, and especially on the treadmill and stuff like that. And just real quick, and then we're gonna wrap it up in a bit. YouTube.
Yes.
What are like some of your favorite aspects of YouTube? I know we talked about like the downside, how you feel ostracized and things like that, and not, everybody might gravitate to you or might not give you a chance because you're different, you speak different, whatever.
Right.
But what are some of the positive aspects that you see as far as YouTube and the comic book community go?
Oh man, I'll tell you one thing, is more better aspects than negative aspects. So one of my favorite aspects as far as the community goes, the vast knowledge you learn from people. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, collectors come from all walks of life. So everybody has their own spiel on what's the key, what's not a key, or whatever the case may be. And just the vast knowledge people have to offer you, in the community. And it's just amazing to me just to tap into this, this resource that we didn't have years ago before YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing to me to have this kind of resource. And, I try to exhaust all remedies. Like when I tell people, they know when you see me in the chat, when you see me in somebody's live chat, I'm doing homework, guys. I'm not in the chat to, gain subscribers. I know certain people they'll go in the chats and they'll say the most intelligent, the most relevant phrase they could possibly say during the character. This key is this, that, and the third. And out of nowhere, they'll gain like 10 subscribers just from that one comment in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? I've noticed that as well, but I don't do that for that. I do that to let people know, yeah, I'm out here. What's up, everybody? But I'm doing homework. I'm taking notes. And if I'm watching your channel is dope. Just put it that way. If you see me in your comments and I'm watching your channel's super dope. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm learning from you guys. You guys are teaching me. I definitely don't know everything. I don't try and come across as a person that knows everything, but I know what I know. And my thing is, I'm a cover guy. Like I said, I'm a cover guy. I know what's going to pop. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, I can look at certain covers and I know it's going to pop. I know it's going to go there. I can look at cover because I was a graffiti artist, man, for many years. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I know when it's good art, you know what I'm saying? Especially abstract art. A lot of people, a lot of collectors, I noticed, they love their artists, but when it comes to like abstract art, like, like the Peach from Moco's out of nowhere, the Beshes, you'll automatically have somebody like, no, we don't subscribe to that. We hate those, but those are the ones I may like. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's something different about it. Like I said, I go for the underdog, man. I always root for the underdog, and that's just what it is, man.
No. Of course, I definitely appreciate that. I just want to go back to the art chemist, DJ Linx and Doggy. Could you both imagine telling yourself from '96 that J's would double in price within 3 days? He's speaking about sneakers. I remember it was not even '96. I was in sixth grade in what, 92, 91, 92. Yo, and I remember the sixes, the Jordan 6s had just came out. And that was the first pair of sneakers that ever blew my mind, the Jordan 6s. I go home, I begged my mother to buy me these sneakers. She was just like, okay, I'm going to go get them. So she goes to Graham in Brooklyn.
Yeah, right.
Oh, my God. Yeah, she came home with a pair of Reebok black tops.
Oh my God, the black tops.
They came out at the same time. Oh my, yo, I felt. Then I had to go to
Those are the
school.
wrong ones, mom.
Yeah, I had to go to school and tell people, "Oh, these are the new shits. You ain't
Yeah,
up on
yeah.
these and all this." Oh my god.
Now, I honestly, I didn't know the game was gonna go like this, man. Like just resale game, period. I didn't know, bro. People are reselling everything now, man. Everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you had people online just recently reselling the test, the flu test, the cold test, the COVID test,
The
and
COVID
all
test.
that. So, yeah, they reselling those, man. They resell everything. So
Oh, I
it's
know
like
somebody. I know somebody.
wow, man. Like the game just got crazy. Like within like the last like what 8 years or so,
Yeah.
it just got crazy with the resale game. You know what I mean?
I know somebody that went out of state to go get the rack up on a bunch of tests. That was like, "Yo, you want one? I'll mail it to you." I was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's
nah,
like that's like mad dirty if to do.
yeah,
I
yeah,
understand making your money. I'm not knocking your hustle,
yeah,
but
yeah,
like, yeah, people are dying. Like
yeah. Nah.
you
Nah,
gotta.
they actually they see. I know a few people. They do that shit, man. They go around. They do their little scam and shit, and they buy a bunch of the over the counter shit, whatever they could buy over the counter, the drugs, medicine, whatever the fuck, and they send it out to different countries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And that's where they get their bread from. That's how
that
they get their bread. But everybody got to hustle. Whatever you do, you do. You know what I mean?
yeah, nah, that's crazy. And yeah, we're not knocking nobody hustle,
Yeah,
knocking
yeah, yeah.
nobody's
Not
way
at
of
all.
getting
Not at
money or
all.
anything like that. Doggy, before we wrap up, like you and I
Yeah.
spoke backstage and we shared some information, and you come from a background that's not like a lot of people in the community might not know. Not saying that nobody has had a background, but your story, truthfully, your story is inspirational.
Thank you.
Without going into detail, would you mind just like telling people like without going into detail just how you triumphed against adversity
All right.
and the obstacles that were put in your place?
Well, why don't you just tell them what I sent you first? Because that so they understand, just so they know, like, boom, before I get into it, like, because I don't want to just hit them like, yo, yeah, I did this amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, well,
Yeah, nah. So from my understanding, and I read through it, and it was a lot of legal language and all that other
yeah,
stuff.
right.
From my understanding, it was and I don't you were facing a case, and you were facing. Am I correct in
No,
saying life in prison?
I blew trial to that. I blew trial to that. Yeah, I blew trial. It was off limit. I was ghost. I was ghost. I was gone. I blew trial to four murder cases, two natural life, two consecutive 25 to lives.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I blew
yeah,
trial. I blew trial that. I went to. They told me I was never coming home again.
yeah, yeah.
So
That's what I read. Facing life plus 25.
I had four consecutive life sentences. Consecutive life sentences. Two natural life and two 25 lives running wild, and then a slew of other gun related stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I blew trial for that. Went up north, did all that Rikers Island shit for the last. Like I was on Rikers Island for like maybe 4 years fighting the murders, and went upstate, went all over the system. From Kasaki to Clinton, Comstock, Attica, all over the state, S blocks. As far as like gang members and stuff like that, I know all the top gang members. That was another thing I was gonna tell you too, bro. Like if it was just about views and subscribers for me, I could came home and did a channel on gang activity. You see the dudes on YouTube. I know
yeah,
all the dudes that's right now doing whatever they doing as far as people that came home from up north from doing 25 years and all that time. I know all these people. All these people are either my comrades, bandits, or whatever the case may be. But we was all together, whether it was from adolescence to adulthood, whatever the case may be. I could have came home and did that and been very successful because I have a name.
yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? I could have been very successful. I could have did the YouTube channel talk about who got shot, this rapper, that rapper, and been hands-on in the streets. But I know what comes with that. So I had to find a different route. I couldn't just come home and do that same route because it only led to the same things. So that's why I started, this wasn't the reason why I started the comic book YouTube, but it coincides with everything else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, but I blew trial, man. I blew trial, went up north, did all that, and it took like maybe 10 years and gave all that time back. It was some technicalities in my case. They it was the 6th and the 14th Amendment not allowing me to confront a accuser. Somebody had actually accused me of a crime. They used their testimony to convict me, and they wasn't present at trial. You know what I'm saying? So later on, it was a due process issue, and I got it through a technicality, and it freed me and a few of my other co-defendants, and we out here. You know what I'm saying? We've been out here. I just got off parole. I had I had 5 years post supervision parole, 5 years post supervision, 5 flat for another gun charge I caught after that. After that case, and I went home, caught another gun charge, having a legal gun in the car, got jammed up, got 5 years for that, ended up doing 7 years for that, and came home. I just got off parole. Like maybe a year ago, and it's been gravy ever since, man. I've been doing good, and the collecting is strong. Doggy sane. I'm here. I'm living, and it is what it is, man. We here, man, and it can't stop, won't stop. You know what I'm saying?
Not. It's funny because I'm Sans over here talking about that. That's crazy, fam.
And everything's legit. Like, you can go look it up. Like, my name official. If you from New York, I be telling people all the time, man. You tell people, yo, Doggy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't gonna do that. But if you ask me, if you from the city, if you from the city and you come across some official street dudes, man, I'm telling you, like, they know Doggy, man. Doggy name brand. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's funny because I'm like speechless. Like, I have, you know what I mean? My brother been up north and all that other stuff. He's been jammed up mad times and things like that. And he turned his life around. So right now he's in Florida. He's a business owner, which is crazy.
Beautiful.
So the reason why I asked you to tell that story is because just because you had a life before and maybe you misstepped and stepped out of line or whatever the case may be,
right?
that we shouldn't judge you based on that.
Yeah.
Exactly. It doesn't define you. Like, people change.
Exactly.
Like people change, and I don't know, man. I'm
see,
at a loss for words. I just thank you so much for telling your story. And it's an inspirational story. So, you know what I mean? I don't want people to get it twisted. Like, it's an inspirational story. I mean, like, from that to doing comic book YouTube videos, like, that is crazy to me.
Right. Yeah, I could have been anywhere else in the world but here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a beautiful thing for me, man. Like I said, I wouldn't do it all the way right now, man. If I'd have known what I know now, I'd probably been doing this from day one. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, real shit, because with that comes a lot of pain, man. A whole lot of pain, man. Whole lot of pain, man.
Yeah, of course. And I mentioned my brother. Like, I remember, and it was just mad weird. Like, something had happened, and I was young. So I wasn't even like going outside like that yet. And it happened on a Sunday. And then like I was home and my brother got into some stuff and I had to walk. I knew my mother was in church because she took my little brother to like communion class. And I wasn't allowed to like chill, and like church was like blocks away and stuff like that. And I remember going into church and walking in. And my mother was in the pew, just chilling there in the big church. And I was just like, Mom. And she turned around and just started bawling at the side of me because she knew for me to go all the way over there, like something had happened.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, that shit is crazy to me. And I applaud you. Like, I'm like holding back tears and shit thinking about that. I applaud you for turning around your life. And I mean that. I'm not just saying that for the YouTube and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, nah.
You're legit. Like, we've been.
I know
like,
it's genuine. Crazy. Trust me. I know it's genuine, man. After all, you feel that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel that. Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Nah, of course. Oh man, yo, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yo, doggy.
Yes.
Before we wrap up, like legit, I'm like trying, like almost like crying and shit.
Oh man.
Before we wrap up, is there anything that you want to leave the people with aside from, yo, make sure you sub up doggy, and it's not even because he's here and whatever. He puts out dope content. His
Thank you.
content
Thank
is
you.
fire. Like, give him a chance. Anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, listen, I know you guys love the speculation videos. I know you guys love the guys that come on and tell you what keys to buy while they low and this. I'm trying my best to like get a show like that going with my channel, but I'm just like, it's not that I'm lazy, but I have so much other things going on, and I wouldn't want to, neglect you guys of dope content, because when you divulge into that site, you have to be dedicated. You have to be punctual.
Is a hold on. We lost doggy. We gonna get him back. Yo, legit. I'm like holding back tears over here. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this was definitely hopefully doggy jumps back on and then he could say his final piece. Make sure you give him a sub. Definitely, that's the least you could do. Clearly, this is not somebody that's in it, flash in the pan, trying to get views, anything like that. He's super passionate about like what he does. And yeah, the least you could do is give him a sub, you know what I mean? Give him a sub, give him a
Yeah,
view,
my bad.
whatever it is. Nah, it's all good though.
Yeah, now I had somebody that really wanted to talk to me, man. Yeah, man. No, I'm not know-it-all, but listen, man. As far as like pickups, that's what I do. I do pickups. I do back issue key hunting, stuff like that. You might learn something from Doggy, man, because if you pay attention, I like a lot of my older videos, a lot of books I was grabbing and showing back then. There's a lot of relevant keys people are grabbing now and searching for. Like I was talking about a lot of things in my channel that a lot of people wasn't really aware of at the time, and now they talking about it. I'm like, damn, if I had a little larger audience, then a lot of people would have been more on point to this thing. You know what I'm saying, earlier. But
Yeah,
I try my best, man.
it's definitely do you know CMS Comic Vet?
CMS,
Yeah, he's DJ.
Yeah. Why? What's up?
No. So he kind of went through the same thing because what happens is like people when they go to spec, they're gonna go to a certain person and they might not give other people a chance. But if you give people a chance, like definitely CMX Comic Vet, he's off of YouTube now. So he left after once January hit. So he has said, I'm gonna do it for a year and then I'm out.
Right.
Legit, I made so much bread off of his speculation content.
No, yeah, listen. Some people are super dope that way. I just never been a channel like that. I apologize, guys. No shade, but I try my best. And like I said, man, I'm a cover purchaser. So if you see Doggy grabbing certain covers and nobody's really talking about it, you might want to grab that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been good with that kind of stuff lately, man. I don't know what it is. Roll the dice, man. I know how to roll the dice.
Nah, definitely you do. You're great at what you do, and you definitely got the gift of gab. And I hope everybody goes out there and supports, not just because I'm saying, yo, sub up to him. Go out there and support because he makes great content. There's a lot of people that make great content, and only if they had the chance, that's all you need is a chance, man.
Yeah. Hey, man, I appreciate you so much, man. DJ Linx, man. Always, man. Always here for you, man. Always, bro. We locked in. We officially locked in, bro. So whatever you want to do, if you decide to do any kind of like, like you said, if you decide to do like a panel or whatever, and you need me to pop up, I'll pop up, man. Anything, man. Anything for you, bro.
Of course, man. I greatly appreciate that. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring it to a close. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight in the chat. One of, if not my favorite interviews by far. And this is not even an interview, it's a conversation. By far, one of the realest guests ever, the realest guest ever. And that's what we run off of: authenticity, transparency. And this is who we are. We're not trying to be things that we're not, and I greatly
you go.
appreciate that, dog. And then I just want to leave everybody. You know, we do the epic rap battles.
Oh man,
It's funny. We do the epic rap battles, and I wanted to leave everybody with I guess, the trailer or the teaser for the next one, and that's how we're gonna peace out. So everybody, make sure sub up, doggy.